Hi folks, how you doing? Glad to be with you this morning. Subscribe. I I'm gonna talk about uh a star. It is called Nibiru. I think by the Dogon people of Africa. Dogon people, Mali, Africa. It's a fertility cult involved with this star, and so I've been informed. And the star appears in our sky every 60 years, and it's due to return in 2027. Okay, but uh, to get some idea of what happens when a star returns in our sky, what happens is it really has to do with our movement, the movement of our planet. Okay, uh, we have the planet, our planet, on its axial rotation, spinning every 24 hours. We have Earth's declination, where the Earth like wobbles every year, giving us our seasons. And we also have Earth's rotation about the sun. So all these can have an effect, okay, on the apparent movement, okay, of stars, okay. So these give the effect of Nibiru returning every 60 years, you see. But when the star returns in 60 years, Earth is in a particular position in cosmos relative to that star, relative to our sun, moon, and other planets in our solar system. It's in a particular position in the sky. Our planet is. And so this position, okay, gives the appearance to us that this star appears every 60 years. Okay. So this star has to do with a fertility cult. According to a Dogon tradition. And it also has to do with fertility and the kemite tradition, okay? A tradition meaning mythology. So the kemite tradition, there is what you call a hen period, Hen, which is a 60-year period. And so the god, okay, in the mythology, Kemite mythology, it says that he was alone and that evidently he wanted to produce other forms or other gods. And so he says that he takes his clenched fist and have an, let's say, a close encounter or a close union with his shade or his lower soul, okay, or maybe the animal soul within humans and apparently this God. So he says that he have intimate union, okay, and through this intimate union he experienced extreme pleasure. Okay, so then he says that he spats out Shu, who is a god, and he also spits out Tefnut, who is a goddess. And so these are two forms that he created, okay? Now, these creations are taking place at this period of time, because he mentions the hen periods of 60-year cycles, okay? So now it also speaks of what the God has done, speaks of fertility and the power of semen, okay, when it comes to formation of these gods, Shu and Tefnut, who happen to be brothers and sisters, they say, in the mythology. And so, given that he has performed these acts, it tells us that indeed it has, this star of this period has to do with creation or recreation. Okay. But now, as mentioned, Earth at this time is in a position that is peculiar to the sun, moon, planets in our solar system, and the star. Now, we might not see where emanation comes from the star, but we know that we get radiations from the sun, radiation from the moon, and there's a radiation from the planets, according to astrology. Okay? And in order for us to actually realize the radiation from the planets, we would have to eliminate our passions, or we would have to eliminate the opposing forces within us, any inner conflict. We need balance in order to, let's say, in meditation, to experience, okay, the radiation from the planets. Now, it's pretty obvious about the radiations and our experience with the sun and the moon, well, because they're so close, I imagine, yeah. So we experience, the phases of the moon. We experience, of course, we experience the sun. But all these together, okay, brings on, let's say, the mode of reproduction, whether both mystical and biological. Both can occur because we remember that this God says that he clenched, okay, and made union with his soul to experience this extreme pleasure, okay, which gave rise to Shu and Tefnut. See? So now we're talking about a fertility festival, okay, that occurs every 60 years and due to return, okay, based on the return of the star Nibiru, due to return in year 2027, according to how I've been informed about this. Now, the word Nibiru, okay, when you bring it over to, for example, transliteration, let's say into the Kemite tradition, the letters N-I-B, Nib, we insert, well, an E, and we get Neb. Well, the N-I-B will do, but that means Lord, it means all, and it means everything, and it means master. This is the word Neb means in the Kemite tradition, some of the meanings. But it comes to us as the picture of it, okay, the hieroglyph. It's like a half bowl or half cup, okay. And is it a half cup, half bowl, or is it a split atom? You see, when atoms are split, power comes out of them. Energy. It releases energy. The energy within the atom, you see. So when we look at the words IRU in the name Nibiru, Nibiru Nibiru. We see the IR and the U. We can transliterate and put an I in there for the U and get Erie. Well, either way, the word tends to mean cycle, a cycle, becoming and return. That which comes and returns is a cycle. Here we're talking about a 60-year fertilization cycle. Okay. Now, when it comes to the bowl or the split atom that releases energy, could we be talking about seminal energy? Well, sure. You see, in this context, we would be talking about seminal energy or reproductive power. Okay. It is also mentioned here about, in the Kemite tradition, plants, vegetables. And they have a glyph that determines what is meant in a phrase or word. Here they have a plant, okay, herb, okay, such as the mushroom or the red mushroom, okay, which is a powerful psychosexual stimulant, you see. And so the red mushroom, okay, is known to people who participate in these fertility festivals for that purpose, the purpose of enhancing psychosexual passion for this purpose. Okay? But this could be for mythical, as mentioned in the Kemite tradition when the god, stimulated himself. Mystical, producing the gods, Shu and Tefnut, or it could be used to produce biological child. Okay? And through association, it could be used to for the earth, planet Earth, to produce an abundance of food from the earth itself through association. Okay? So we see now that there is a connection between this Nibiru, the star, and the Kemite tradition. Okay? And when it comes to fertilization. Okay? And we have an idea of how the sun and the moon and the planets play a role, because with them and Earth, Earth finds itself in a position in the cosmos, in the sky, peculiar to the star Nibiru and the sun, moon, and the planets of our solar system. They're all connected. They're all connected in this fertility business relative to this 60-year hen cycle or fertility cycle. Okay. Thank you very much, folks, and subscribe. And I'll be getting back with you. I have much more to talk about, and I will love your participation and your attention. Thank you very much, and have a good day.